We're starting. They're all spamming the R. Apparently they also want to start playing. Feeling a little antsy. We unfortunately did not have a match earlier today, so everyone's a little antsy to start killing each other. And I'm antsy to watch them die. So here we go. This is Enix versus Infamy. Oops. The world famous former Xbox team that's not Elevate. Looks like they're going to be starting here on Border. Next up after that is going to be Consulate. And then we may or may not see Bank, as it is a best of 3. Thanks everyone for tuning in and sticking around. I know it's been a bit of a wait here. So hopefully they won't be terrible players and have lots of bugs and we'll get tons of rehosts. And this will go smooth. So, yeah, we're going to go to Armory Lockers, of course, to start with. Where else would we go to start things out on Border? They are bringing a little bit of different line. Looks like they are going to go with an Echo now that Echo has been buffed slightly. His ability to actually hit and stun someone doesn't require you to hit the head now. So it's a little bit nicer, probably what it should have been in the first place. But I think sounds like basically Ubisoft decided people were better with hitting heads with a gun than with a drone. So the Roomba is now much stronger and able to clean whole rooms. Looks like they're setting up a lot of utility outside the main defensive site, which is a little bit of a surprise. Let me know how the volume is. There is a 4-minute delay. Hopefully my mic volume is good compared to the sound of the game. Unfortunately, it is always slightly imbalanced, and I have to kind of figure out which way, but there's a 4-minute delay, so I will adjust in 4 minutes after you say whether or not it's good. They're setting up some windows over here to defend the B side, and then opening up some of the wall. Nifty actually shotgunning the wall here on this side, on the A side for some reason. Strata going to be playing that pulse. We've seen him play so well over here in the security room with Beastly. And yes, I know it's Bexley or whatever. We'll call him Beastly. I don't know. Stupid names. But it happens. And they're going to be hanging out over here with the castled window to try and slow things down, as well as castled door. Of course, there are some explosives to make short work of the lower floor here. Donut going to be rushing in, as he tends to do, to try and clear out that bottom floor. Now they're expecting that pulse to be downstairs. Strata is not. He's instead going to be upstairs. He's checking the cameras, actually trying to get some idea where they're at now. He sees that hole's there. He knows Donut is downstairs on the bottom floor, just watching to see what he does from there. So I guess he didn't need the heartbeat sensor to find that. We'll see what they're going to do. If they're actually going to make some progress in here. Remorse playing that glass. We'll see how that glass works out. Now, from my understanding, he may need 11 shots to hit through a door now instead of the usual 2 or 3. So there may have been a slight nerf to Glaz. However, that does give him the ability to see through those holes, which he can use to his advantage. So it could be advantage. There we go. Donut taking out one's a good start for him, but he lost quite a bit of health. Strata thinking he knew where Donut was going to be and trying to get that pre-fire potentially on it. Did not work out as he is much faster. Nifty may also be trying to peek as well here, but it looks like he's going to hang back. Donut not going to have to try and go for that. We are seeing Beastly having rotated back a little bit away from side over here. They're definitely trying to fight Vandal. Vandalizer over here in the offices, which they want to get in. Unfortunately, Books and Drones gets away from him for a second. Knows he's there, but it did get killed. He's exposing himself a lot to the window, which gets him taken pretty low in health, down to about 5 or 10. Benchathon hanging out outside the window, ready to get a kill. Trying to find some angle in on him. 2 players with low health, 1 on either side here. See if he can sneak his way in and try and catch one of them. The Yokai drone doing his thing. Let's see where that's at. There we go. Echo doing his thing from out there. Vandalizer, unfortunately, not able to be saved by that Echo drone. Bio with a nice kill there. Donut, though, trading off on a Nifty. That's 2 kills for him this round. The Echo drone not doing a lot except to stop Glaz there. That is Remorse taken down by Beastly. And then Not Peter takes down Beastly as well. Or, I mean, takes down the Beastly. Bio takes down Books. It's all down to Bio to try and finish off this last guy. Or the last 2 guys, rather. Donut pretty low on health. Looks like Peter ready to go for a plant if he can get upstairs. Donut just holding the angle for him. Trying to do that usual angle holding that Peter was there for. But he has switched to operators. He is looking for Bio's rotate around. That's coming now. See if Bio can make it. Peek coming from behind the bomb. Nice job. That gives away Donut's position without exposing his own. Looking to see if he can come around. Bio actually going to use the Yokai drone here. A little late, though. He could have been there to stop the play instead, but he's going to stun Donut. Donut's, of course, not going to peek just yet, but the call out comes to Peter, who's going to be the one to take him out while the other guy is drunk. Nice job, Peter, holding the angle. 2 kills for him and Donut. Benchathon getting a kill as well. Nice job for these guys. Enix trying to show that they're not out of this game just yet, out of the Challenger League. Bio did a bit of work as well, playing on that Echo drone. So we'll see. They are going to go down to Ventilation Room Workshop for their first defense, so I guess scratch what I said earlier. They are willing to play down there instead, for whatever reason they want to, I guess. Definitely not the best starting site, but they must have a plan for it here. Perhaps just it makes Galaz a little less powerful. No Echo drone coming out from them. Let's see if they can finish loading in. Alright. So they're going to be on the downstairs. Of course, they're going to be bringing Castle for that. Pretty typical. Thanks for the trolling about the mic being muted, guys. Appreciate that. You guys killed them. Trolls. Alright, Book's going to be setting up some of those castle doors, as well as I imagine over here, perhaps. Let's see if he's used all of them just yet. One was used on that door, and then I'm not sure where the other one was just used yet. Looks like on the bathroom door, which is no surprise. That's definitely where you want to put that. Yep, and then he's going to put the last one on that door. No, he's changed his mind. Going to let Peter out first. Looks like the attack's coming in fast here. Strata just rushing on in. See if he can catch anyone. Holding the angle there. Trying to find anyone nifty. Going to be the one to potentially rotate around as well to cover the flanks. Vandalize already in here as well. They are ready to rush the site. They're definitely not going for a top floor take so much as the main floor, which is, I think, personally the better one from what I've seen for attackers. Strata does get spotted on that camera before he shoots it out. So they do know that they are pushing in from this floor. Question is the defender's going to do anything that catches Books on his drone? Vandalize. Trying to catch someone off guard here. He's going to pop out those smokes. Vandalize not catching anyone out just yet. They're really pushing heavily up on here, but not getting pushed back on. The defenders actually sitting tight. 2 of them just hanging out upstairs, though. Peter and Donut, usually the more aggressive players here, going to be here for the roam. Not actually doing anything just yet. And this is why I think attacking the bottom floor is better. As the top floor, they're just going to sit there and wait. And they're actually really taking advantage of this by all attacking down there. Vandalize pushing him pretty heavily. Now he's going to have a nice angle. He's going to walk his way in. Easy kill there on Remorse. So let's slowly take a side. Books trying to trade back, but doesn't. Best thing takes down Donut. And Peter. Vandalize takes down Books and Benchathon. Nice job from those 2 attackers. It was all down to Sledge and Glaz just on a killing spree. Between those 2, the Glaz getting 3 and Beastly getting 2. Just massacred that round. And that is a good take on that. They were a little clustered up, but it worked out quite well in their favor. And they obviously covered their flanks well enough to not get hit by the people from upstairs. I definitely think that's the better way to go about it. Now, back upstairs again, Armory Lockers Archives. As they lost that spot, they can play it again. So they are going to, of course. We're just going to be back on that Galaz. Let's see if the Thermite's going to end up doing anything here. We do have that Echo drone again as well. I imagine with the Thermite that means that they could potentially go for the AWOL or the offices, but probably both. Interesting what Bio's doing there. Not sure what that's for. Opening up both of those. Perhaps for the castle just to speed things up for him, since he doesn't have a lot of setup to do himself. A lot of drones coming out over on the east stairwell side. Makes me think they want to push over there and go for this wall again, which Strata is electrifying, I think. Nope, they have not even reinforced it just yet. They're setting up for defense on it instead. Hopefully they reinforce it, because that is where an attack is coming. Now they've got that window again, so like before, it looks like they're using the beaters, the batteries there instead. Beaters. Definitely a lot of shots coming down over here. Let's see where Remorse is shooting through. Might be using this bus kind of angle that we've seen previously, playing outside a lot. Sub 6 Nation, Frenchie, how you guys doing? Donut gonna be pushing him downstairs like we've seen before. I like his quick ADSing just in case, ready to pre-fire if he needs to. Oh, and there's Strata giving away his position to Donut yet again. That's twice now that he's tried to catch Donut off guard and got caught himself. Now he lost about 50% health. That's less than he lost last time, actually, so that's pretty good start for him. He was a little bit ready for it. I liked the idea that they break open the hatch there, and he had an angle, but Donut was just better on the shot. Remorse finally moving towards the building here, repelled upside down, tried to help clear the security office. It looks like Benchathon, aka Marathon, going to be working his way up towards this office here. Not Peter, just hanging out, ready to open up the wall. Let's see where Books is going to be opening up. If he gives away his position here, where is he at? He's just running downstairs. Looks like he's going to be here to help open the wall as well, potentially. Thatcher's coming out to try and clear out some of those batteries. May help a little bit. Vandalize trying to find some angle on him here. He's getting a little pinched. He's looking to see if he can catch. Not Peter off guard. Beastly in the meantime catches Donut, though. As he tries to push his way up, Books drones him out to kind of figure out where he got killed from and where he's moved to. Bio going to be using that window, trying to see where they're going to be at. Nice angle there. I like the way they're opening up one wall and using that to get an angle on the other wall. Bio's got his drone up, waiting for that opportunity. Hopefully he can see it a little bit easier now. Bio's still just waiting for his chance. Don't give away too much just yet, but Benchathon does take down Vandalize, and that is part of the site falling here. Nifty trying to find someone out this door with that Vector, but not quite catching anyone just yet. Glaz is going to be here to try and do something about it. He's going to smoke first. That's a premature peek. What were you thinking, Remorse? You don't peek till the smoke has actually started going up yet. Unfortunately for him. Bestly trying to find someone over here. Bio waiting by this window again. They're just all covering these angles as best they can. Peter trying to come around from an angle where Beastly's watching. Doesn't see him below the table, gets taken down for it. And Beastly gets two more from the angle underneath the freaking table. Nicely done, Beastly, with the angle. Definitely going to have to watch that one in the future. Look at that. They just, like a death factory on a little conveyor belt there, just right into his gun. Gets all three of them with a single clip of the ump. That feels bad, man. Well, now it is 2-1 here. We've got Infamy going up 2 in a row after losing the first round. So now they are going to have to go downstairs next defensive round as they won their defenses upstairs. Enix, on the other hand, can go to either site since they lost downstairs. They are going to decide to switch things up, go upstairs, bring the Doc and the Rook this time. That's a little bit different. What's up, England? We'll see how they set this up. They are bringing the pulse as well, and the smoke, which is always a good when you're defending upstairs. We'll see if they set up as much defenses in the office as the Infamy guys did. Infamy bringing Twitch Drum makes me think they might be trying to get rid of the batteries with it, perhaps, before it dies, if they can. They are bringing that Glaz. Of course, we're not seeing as much Montaigne. Now that his hipfire has been nerfed, I'm not sure if people are not wanting to bring him as much, or we just haven't seen it yet. Because I haven't really seen whether or not the result makes a huge difference in some of those close encounter fights. Because it sounded like it was more at the mid to long range that his hipfire was nerfed, so I'm not sure it was enough to make a significant difference or not. We'll have to find out from the Pro League whether or not that becomes the case. Shotgun. That hatch there, giving themselves a way out if they need it, so they can play in the office if they have to. They are rotating up, looks like for an A take, potentially. Although Bio is way back over here, still it could go either way. but we do see Glass taking a position where the Blackbeard usually does on the AC unit. He's going to go on his drone instead. Looks like Nifty going to do the same as well. They haven't decided to go in yet, but they have taken control of security office, so that is a big part of the battle already won. Gave that up pretty easily. Now, as far as roaming, you've got Peter downstairs on the pulse, ready for potentially a run out here. See if he's going to make what he's doing work. C4 coming out, and he's going to rotate around to potentially catch Nifty, who isn't ready for it. Nice, clean kill. And that's why you don't hang out rappelling on your drone, giving free kills to Peter. He did take a bit of damage for it, though, down to about 40 health. Let's see. And there's that dock through the hatch. Good call. That is one attacker down now. Still have control of security. No flanks come around to get him, but Donut hanging out over here by the east stairwell, trying to see if he can catch anyone rotating through the hallway. Could pay off. Vandal just holding his angle, hoping to catch someone off guard. He can open up a lot of the wall as well, which makes it a nice angle for Glaz as opposed to Blackbeard, actually, because he can open up more, but he also doesn't have a face shield, so he still needs to be more careful pushing up so close. Besley trying to move his way up. Now that the wall's been open on the A side, he's trying to work his way in. Cooking a grenade ahead of time here, going for Remorse if he can. Remorse doesn't take much damage for it, though. He's waiting for a repeat on that. And the grenade comes out. That one's a lot cleaner. Manages to down him, but Doc is right there to pick him back up. And that works out in their favor, although that grenade still does hurt. Fire comes out from Books, trying to stop him here. Remorse running through his own smoke, trying to get a peek on him. Does see one, but he's a little distracted, actually looking at two. And that is Besley taking down Donut, but almost gets traded. The flashbang comes out. Bio takes down Remorse. Benchathon takes down Vandal. Meantime, Bio then takes down Books. He is taking control of this site here. It's all down to 2v2. It's Benchathon and not Peter here, trying to find an angle. Peter coming around from the flank while Benchathon trying to hold the site if he can. Somehow, there we go, manages to take down Bio as Peter takes down Besley, making it now a 2-2. Managing to pick it back up. Nice flank there by Peter, catching him off guard when he was getting ready to potentially flank the Rook. We are going down to Ventilation Room Workshop. As I said, they do need to play downstairs now that they have won the upstairs, and it looks like Enix prepared for it. They are going to bring Fuse. So that does indicate to me they're probably going to take the floor upstairs. We'll see if they open up the wall here as well. Now, they're not bringing a castle, so they're not going to be castling up some of the doors like we had seen from the other team. Do have 3 upstairs here setting up. Not sure if they'll stay up here or not, though. See if Strata can catch someone off guard again. He may or may not open up some of the floor to give himself an angle down through in case they attack on the site. Looks like so far on the Enix side, Remorse and Books needing to pick up the kills a little bit, maybe playing a little more utility and support than killing, but nice job from Benchathon. I hadn't actually expected him to do as well as he has been doing. I mean, he's a great player, don't get me wrong, but not someone that had usually been such a top fragger, so especially on Thatcher with the L85, so nice job on his part. Impressed. Donut pushing and taking control of the security office quickly. They definitely do want to take the top floor. Imagine the Fuse is doing some droning while the attackers get control of that floor. Donut just waiting for a shot here, literally. Now that is reinforced. Not sure what he's going to do with that. Just hoping someone peeks out at him, perhaps. See if Strata has found anything. No, he's not on his heartbeat sensor. He's just using the windows to see through. Now he is going to potentially catch one. There we go. He catches Remorse. who can open that wall up and is going to do so. There we go. Now Strata is going to be in a little bit of a bad position. What's up, Salt? Now Strata is forced to rotate back a little bit. Donut going to try and get a kill there. Does so. Nice shot down onto the half wall. In the meantime, though, Vandal picks up Remorse on the trade. Remorse has done a little bit of work, but may not be enough. Vandal, though, does rotate down. He's going to back out, back to site. Let's see, we've just got Nifty. No, I think they're all back on site. There is none upstairs now. They have taken control of the top floor. However, Bio, though, still gets a kill onto Peter from below. That was a nice shot on his part. The fuses are starting to come down now, putting a little bit of pressure on their positioning. Doesn't have a way to escape out that door. Nifty trying to use the rotate holes as well. They're just trying to stay alive at this point. He was doing a lot, but not quite catching anyone. And they need to be a little bit more ready to get someone out of position. Still trying to find someone. Not quite doing it yet. It is a 3v4 right now. There is still 40 seconds left, and the attackers do have control of the top floor. However, they don't necessarily have a lot of positioning information. Nifty almost getting taken down there as Donut takes down Vandal, making this now a 3v3. Looking like they're in a bit better position as he attacks on. He is down to about 70 health. Trying to find anyone he can here, as looks like Beastly's just waiting for that push, but he's looking in the wrong direction. Will he be able to snap fast enough if... Never mind, Donut not coming in. But the drop there from Benchathon gets punished. Bio taken down by Donut as well. It is all down on Books to see if he can at least catch one before he drops to his ultimate demise here. And he almost does, but Beastly there ready for it. Drops right into the bullets. And there we go. And that is now a 3-2. Bit trading back and forth now. So, again, not something coming out from Remorse or Books yet. Not sure what's going on with the Remorse here with this Donut, but he does have 2 assists. So I'll give him that. He's going to have to step it up here a little bit, as is Strata, who we had seen a lot of great plays from before. Dropping this Donut as well. He's just not pulling it off here. Apparently I was in a hurricane from the sounds of my breathing. I'm just getting so excited, guys. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Trying to get the positioning so it catches enough volume without enough breathing. One of these days I'll just put the mic in my mouth. They are going to be setting up now down. We've seen them defend this before. The problem is last time when they defended this on the very first defensive round, it got pretty heavily attacked from the sides with that push onto the bathroom and the walls here. Actually, it was the wall here, I believe. From the glass. No, they pushed in the bathroom now that I think about it. Hopefully this volume's a little bit better. You'll have to let me know, but keep in mind there's a 4-minute delay, so hard to tell if it is or not. One of these days I'll learn how to cast without breathing at all. Donut going on the roam here, playing that aggressive Jaeger. We had seen him playing a Pulse before as well to try and jump out on... Or no, it was Peter, I think. Not happening this time, though. He's going to be upstairs on the roam, actually. Now, they are really not playing much upstairs. Last time they didn't work out for them, so they actually have just one upstairs instead. Peter just waiting for his opportunity. They are definitely pushing downstairs again. You got Strata pushing in with Beastly and Bio. Bio on his drone, actually not inside yet. Strata could catch Donut off guard here. They are getting pretty close to each other. Now we've got Vandal taking down Donut, though. That was a nice push on the top floor here from him. Or no, maybe that was hanging upside down on the first floor. He's going to be working his way back down in the meantime, though. Strata seeing if he can catch anyone up on the balcony without having to go up there. Just taking shots best he can. Bio coming around here now to open that wall. This is going to force Benchathon away. He had to have heard that as well. Now he's trying to jump over the desk, having a little bit of trouble. Now the pressure is really on here as the wall has been opened and the smoke is out. This is what happened last time. Crumbled them so heavily. They are just waiting for their chance. That's a lot of smoke coming out there from Remorse. That is 2 smokes already. Those may actually work against him. Now that drone did get killed pretty quickly, but it did see them. Last smoke here ready, and there's still a minute 10 left. This is not going to delay a whole lot here. So I'm not sure if the timing on that was wise. Vandal's still actually just chilling, waiting for his chances. Bio's going to open yet another wall and give Nifty an angle in here. As that opens, he's going to be able to peek in, see if he can catch anyone off guard. Books could be that guy to get caught here. Peeking out a little bit. Benchathon as well. Not in the greatest of spots. Does almost catch Bio, but Bio takes him down on a Benchathon. Peter, though, takes down Vandal. Remorse takes down Nifty. Is actually starting to work back a little bit. That is their Glass down and their Thatcher. Not a huge important one, but Strata forced to run back down. Coming around to support his teammates along with Beastly here. Bio also sneaking his way in, just crawling through the site. Looking to see if he could find his way. Not sure if Books is ready for him or Remorse just yet. Remorse, though, does take down Beastly. He's dropping that donut pretty heavy with 2 kills this time. Just about takes down Bio. I'm going to give him that kill if they can manage to finish it off. Strata, though, takes down Peter in the meantime. Now Books is going to have to try and get him back up, but does get a kill. Now he's off the donut as well. And it is all down to Strata here. And he gets the kill before Remorse could get picked back up. And that is a win again, putting on a match point, but that was a very close match point there. Now we got no one with the donut. Beastly doing a lot of work for his team along with Bio. Vandal getting most of his kills from the Glass. Strata not, again, playing as well as he had, but he did get 2 kills that round. So everyone's starting to pick up the slack a little bit now that the heat is on, and we are into round number 7. Again, a 2-4, and we are going to go back up to Armory Locker's Archives. So now we'll see how this defensive setup goes here, because this is match point. If Enix do not win this round, they are out. They need to win 2 in a row before they will be on to overtime. Now if Infamy wins the next round, we are going to go to the next map, which will be Consulate. Looks like they are setting up again pretty heavily for that office defense, which makes sense since that's been the attack every time, has been from the office's side. I like this angle Beastly setting up here. Give himself a nice shot through there. Now they are hanging out here. 2 people again in this office, but this time Strata is not on Pulse. He's on the Bandit. So he got his battery set up, I imagine, but they're just opening this wall. They're actually still leaving it available to them to use. We'll see how that works out. Donut going to be rushing around. Could actually see that. Potentially. Peter going to be rushing around here to open this window. Or use that window. Potentially. Donut, though, the nice early kill. That is going to help them tremendously. He is drunk now, though. Getting stunned by Bio's yokai drone. He's just waiting for his the sobriety to kick in before he goes around. Books, in the meantime, taking down Strata. This is a good pinch they have here. The Thermite doing the job here. Nifty forced to hold the site nice and tight here, as they were planning for that office take. That is not happening this time, clearly. Jockeying for positioning happening. Remorse going to be bringing that Glass around the corner anytime now. Almost waiting long enough for the smoke, but sadly did not. Now he's going to give away that he's there to Nifty. And then Vandal takes down Donut. Takes a lot of his life to do so, but now he's just going to rush out and say, I'm going to use the rest of my life to try and peek someone. Doesn't work out, but at least he doesn't get punished for it. He's going to actually looking for the re-peek. Bio looking to try and drunk someone else now. Pushes his drone back into sight. Nifty just trying to work this window. And now the Echo drone is in the correct site and the A site now. Vandal rotating around still downstairs, trying to find a good flank opportunity. Remorse opening up a lot of the walls here, trying to find someone that working that hallway. The smokes start to come out again. Nifty going to be able to try and do something about it here. Easy kill on Remorse. Your smokes don't make you magic. So Book's going to have to try and do something here. It looks like he's just flipping around like a crazy monkey. Peter was going to peek it, but decides not to. It looks like they're having to decide who's going to take the diffuser and how they're going to push this. Peter wanted to open up that window, but unfortunately for him, they have a battery on it. Let's see if Vandal's making his way around here. Could catch Benchathon off guard. He's on the reload. Oh, the peek there. The pixel peek manages to get him. Book's trying to trade it back. Doesn't do so. Misses those shots, unfortunately. Tries to get him on a potential re-peek, but doesn't. Looking for anyone else that comes up the stairs. They are running out of time, though. 10 seconds left. Bio takes down Peter, who had the diffuser. It's all on Books now. The GG comes out from Donut. No faith in Books as he runs into the bullets. That is GG for map number 1. Now we are going to go to Consulate. That is Infamy taking the map. So hopefully Consulate is more in Enix's favor. They had a good start there, a little bit back and forth, but unfortunately they lost their momentum. Couldn't quite bring it back. So I think the agreement was if Books gets more than 2 kills, then I get a donate, but he's still at 2, so hopefully he can get at least 1 more in the next map. Everyone else doing an okay job, trying to pick it up a bit. Now, we will go to Consulate here, and we'll make sure everyone's on the correct side. Okay, it looks like we're going to switch sides, which means I need to switch the overlay, unfortunately. So it'll take just a second here to do so. We will give Infamy their 1 point they just earned. So we just need to wait for Peter to switch sides here. Okay, so I think everyone is ready. Alright, here we go. Map number 2, which is Consulate. We'll see how this one goes. If Enix can bring it back, or if they're going to be going home for the day. What's up, Tank? Now we are on Consulate. Remorse going down to console office meeting room and up, I guess, too. And bringing the Tachanka. So we'll see if that's just a meme pick or if he's for serious. We're going to be seeing a Buck planning to attack either from below or down, depending on where they play at. So not a bad choice. Vandal going to bring that Glaz again. Still not seeing any Montaigne. As far as I know, yes, there should potentially be a Challenger League next season. However, I wouldn't be too surprised if they decided to change the structure, as it's been very confusing, but they might leave it if they decide everyone's kind of figured it out by now. So, hard to say. They are going to be setting up quite a bit of defenses over here in the B side, but the question is anyone going to play in the B room? Is, of course, the worry about this window. Now, there isn't a Blackbeard to hang on that window, but they could still hang out with a Glaz once they've cleared it. And know that they can be pretty much able to just take picks into the room anytime anyone crosses anything. This is a pretty typical setup, setting up this to protect shots coming in from this connector window, which is what some teams will do, repelling outside. And so that's why you do want to reinforce that, and then you give yourself the ability to cross with that impact grenade hole. So pretty typical. They're going to reinforce that, of course. I personally am a fan of opening that hatch. Give yourself the ability to escape if you're going to play in there, but it doesn't look like anyone actually wants to play in there. Now let's see where Remorse is going to be playing at. Is he going to be down in the lobby? He is down in the piano room, actually, waiting for this. Could catch Beastly off guard here. If Beastly comes around, is he going to get the meme Tachanka kill? Beastly waiting, throws a grenade. That catches Remorse off guard. I'm not sure if he was drone or that was just lucky, but they got him And a nice finish there with the shock drone. Nice coordination there with Nifty. So, unfortunately, the meme dream is dead. This round, at least. Feels bad, Remorse. You tried. That's what matters, right? Except for not in Challenger League. So we'll see what the rest of the team's going to do to try and save the day now that one of their guys is dead. There is Sledge on the window instead of the glass, but the glass may be there to come up. Now Peter is going to be watching that drone. Let's see if they can make any progress on this. Beastly does catch him, but he gets the drone a little late. Now Beastly's ready to try and catch him on any kind of rotate. See if Vandal's going to come around here. And he is working the piano room and the patio. There is one down. Nifty getting another free kill on Peter, the shock drone. He's just he's scooping these kills up left and right. Getting a little bit of damage on the Benchathon. We're going to have to discount 2 of Nifty's kills from these grenade shock drone combos. Although that might have been his. No, he doesn't have a grenade. What am I saying? He's going to pull out the Claymore instead. We've got Bio trying to find anyone who could be rotating out the yellow stairs. Just basically covering his teammates. The Glaz here, who's going to be smoking up the room now. Sledge is going to swing it in. Swings in, taking shots. Benchathon there. Can't see through the smoke. Vandal's going to be covering him during this play here, looking for Donut. Comes around. Takes a lot of damage on him. There we go. Finishes the job there with a nice shot through the desk. Benchathon now going to have to save the day. Doesn't catch Strat out here, who finishes him off that buck, just covering the flank. Is all down to Books now. So it's familiar. He's just hanging out far away from the site on the flag. Beastly, though, catches him off guard. Strat just opens up the wall and then finishes the job. Nice, strong start for the Infamy guys. Unfortunately, not a single kill coming out there from Enix. Not feeling so great. Thanks for the host, Panda. Woo! Back to console office meeting room. Let's see what they're going to do differently. They are bringing a castle, though. So we'll see if they use that to castle up some of the connector doors or just set up some of the flanks, like perhaps the admin office door. What's up, Toggleby? And Chala? How you guys doing? Now, as I said, they do have the castle. They also have Strata back on that pulse, which we'd seen him play so good before, but just not seeing a ton of it today. Their defenses here for the bathroom, of course. And they are opening up a lot of rotate holes. You're reinforcing a bit more of that than normal. And then opening up this rotate hole as well instead of closing it. And then Castle going to be castling up at least 2 of the windows. Let's see if they've used all 3 or not. Looks like he's got 1 left, potentially over for here, but he's going to crawl under the desk instead. Looking to see if he can catch Peter down here, actually, who's on his drone now. Beastly using this angle nicely, but no one in the visa for him to catch just yet. Strata working up here as well. They really want to guard the admin side. He does catch Benchathon. See what Bench is going to do. I think that was just a Claymore placement that you heard there. Now, the pressure's starting to come on the admin office, and the C4 from Strata, who knew exactly where he was at. Nice, easy kill for him. Remorse pushing up here to the break room window. See if he can catch this nice tight angle of Strata as Beastly takes down Peter. Remorse needs to be ready for this. Now he knew he was there. He tried to peek him, but Remorse just had the faster shot. Oh, and the attempt by Beastly to finish him off on the rappel. Remorse was definitely ready for that one. Now he's definitely making up for his lack of kills with that Tachong before. It is a 3v3. Book's pretty low in health, though, as I think the jump out hurt him a little bit as well. Now he does need to go get the diffuser. Benchathon feeling bad about that C4 killing him. Vandal holding on site here. Strat explaining how explosions work, just in case Benchathon wasn't sure, although we didn't see exactly how it worked. Bio just holding this nice tight angle. Nifty holding a nice angle as well, trying to stop them from pushing up, but no one pushing up just yet. Morse, the only one even close to pushing up, does get into admin, climbing around on the desks like a good office worker, trying to find an angle. That's going to give away his position a little bit, but he's just trying to open an angle towards the A site, across those Visa stairs. Donut has pushed his way up as well, taking shots towards Vandal. Waiting for him to peek the other side, but Vandal just holds tight. More pre-fire shots here. Books also pushed in, trying to catch anyone who might come up the Visa stairs to come around for a flank. Morse, in the meantime, working through a lot of holes in the wall. Opens up one of his own there. Smokes come out from Bio, though, trying to delay him as long as possible. He's just waiting here, using the furniture to his advantage a little bit as well. Now, no attacks coming from below, sadly, to try and get him out of here. He's just going to be playing it back, and that is his last smoke canister. But flashes come out. Vandal takes down Donut in the meantime. Remorse trying to push up with Books here, who gets taken down. Not that the smoke wouldn't have finished him anyways, by Vandal. Nice kill by Remorse onto Vandal, but he pushes into a room where Bio is ready to shotgun him. Nice use of the furniture hiding behind that, and there's another explosion. So, that is now 2 on the board for Infamy, but Enix actually picking up 3 kills from Remorse at least. Someone doing something on the team. But they're going to have to do a bit more if they don't want to get dropped out of this completely. If they want to see a map number 3, they're going to have to step it up for quite a few rounds here. Shoutouts to everyone tuning in. I know it was a little bit late today because we didn't have a first match. But thanks for, I assume, seeing the tweet, or however you heard it, or saw it was live, following me on here. However you found out. Thanks for stopping by, making sure Challenger League doesn't go unviewed. This is Playday number 5, so there is 2 weeks left, Challenger League. So I expect those to be interesting between the top teams. Question is, who of these two is going to be among the top teams? And so far, it's looked like Infamy. Again, former Xbox Pro players, for the most part, just like Elevate. So we are seeing strong play from Xbox players. Those of you who discounted Xbox may be feeling a little silly for that now. Peter going to be castling up the door from Spiral. Let's see if he's castled up anything else. He's going to be castling up the door here from Yellow Stairs as well. Definitely trying to shut out stair access, although that is a bit more for the defenders than the attackers. However, the defenders not really wanting to rotate up any of those. Donut going to be the one hanging out downstairs. Let's see if he can catch anyone coming into Visa. Nifty could try here, but he's going to place a Claymore instead, so if he tries to make a run out, he's going to be punished for it quite easily. Looks like they want to do some droning here to watch, potentially for the Yellow Stairs. Nope, he's going to go around. Vandal going to go up. He's going to just toss his drone in. In the meantime, as Beastly covers the angles there, doing a lot of damage before it looks like Peter gets away. In the meantime, though, Books takes down Strata. Those grenades nearly finishing the job, but just downing him. Second one there, not able to do it. He's definitely looking to see if he catches one. Sees the dock, but has trouble landing a lot of the shots. Books just jumping up there, getting himself killed. But, hey, he got his teammate up. Potentially, no, he missed his shot. Oh, and he was going for the kill, got greedy. Remorse punished him for it. Glass here going to rotate back up, potentially. Remorse is not careful. He can catch him as he's running away. Remorse, in the meantime, catches Nifty, though. Here we go. It's going to be easy kill by Glass, who can't land the shots. Donut, though, in the meantime, is picked off by Bio, who is playing on that Thermite. Now, Remorse is going to get it easily killed there by Vandal. He has nowhere to go. Bio going to be pushing in on Benchathon, who is just taking down Vandal. So that is the Glass down now. It is all on Thermite versus Rook. This is, I think, in Rook's advantage for the most part, but we'll see if we can get a nice flank here. Looks like Benchathon is not ready for the plant that is coming down right now. They actually played downstairs, but through the bomb site downstairs, but played upstairs. Benchathon was ready for it. Nice flank around at the last second there for Phoenix's first win of the day. Or first round of the map, I mean. Win of the day. Yeah, that feels bad for winning that. Remorse with the confusion about how they managed to even pull that off. But it is still 2-1. They're still in a bad position. Peter and Donut actually the ones dropping donuts right now. Gonna need to pick it up a bit. We are gonna see that pulse out again from Strata and Beastly on the castle again. This time we are going to that same floor though. The middle floor. What I call the oval desk. And we'll see how they're going to set this up. They're going to defend Beastly. Looks like going to castle up. Potentially that. If he castles that up, really, he's kind of giving Glaz a little bit of a freebie though, because Glaz will be able to shoot through quite a bit of that, open up a lot of holes, and not get punished for it. So I'm not sure if that's the best idea, but we'll see if anyone's going to take advantage of it. However, they're not even running a Glaz on the attacker side. I'm not sure if they were prepared for the site or prepared how to take advantage of it, so. They're setting up a lot of people upstairs to defend, similar to what we saw the Enix guys doing, defending a lot of the top floor. But hey, there's no Glaz this time, and that's who got a lot of the kills last time. They're attacking this side from looks like it so far. They want to work their way in through the break room, perhaps, instead of pushing the admin straight on. As they are droning it, though, it says to me that they want to at least go in there. Or clear it, make sure they're not going to get flanked when they push it from a different side. Bio going to be playing upstairs along with Nifty and Vandal. Only 2 down on site, Beastly, and let's see, where is Strata? All the way down in the archives. Looking to see if we can catch anyone coming into Visa. No one coming into Visa just yet, but Benchathon may be thinking about it. Let's see. Are you going to go in there, bench, and get yourself killed? He is doing some double checking that is safe from any kind of booby traps, but I don't think he's aware of Strata playing down here, seeing him clear as day. This is a classic C4 kill. We used to see he could even pre-place that C4 as there's no sound from down there, and he won't see it coming. He does see Books there as well, trying to decide who to get. Just to be clear for anyone who doesn't know what Challenger League, this is the semi-pro league essentially. This is the way to get into Pro League now. This is for the teams that didn't make Pro League through the qualifiers, as well as ones that made it through some open qualifiers. So this is the way to work your way up. Enix being a formerly Pro League team, as well as Infamy really, but they were Pro League in Xbox. So this is somewhat some former Pro League teams fighting out in the semi-pros now. Strata wasting a lot of time on Benchathon, who just doing droning instead of coming in. I have a feeling Strata's going to get antsy here. He did open up part of the floor now. If Benchathon sees that, he's got to have some idea of what's going on down there. Still not happening. There we go. And there's Remorse getting taken down, but Peter trading it and then getting traded back by Vandal. 2 clean kills from Vandal here. Not losing a single bit of health. Definitely punishing their top floor push. Books could be the next on the chopping block, or Donut here. That C4 comes out potentially. Nope. Donut getting his kill on the Vandal though. Nice trade back. He drops down. Looking to see if he can catch anyone. But one is in the bathroom here. Beastly trying to get him. Nice crossfire there. Nifty getting the shots. Benchathon finally inside. He is just pushing his way around here. Books, though, working an angle from the top floor, trying to help cover him. Just looking to see if anyone's going to push on him just now. Looks like Beastly could be the one to get caught out, but Benchathon takes down Strata in the meantime. Nicely done. They got the plant potentially down. Nope, he's not. There we go. A nice whip around by Books. He doesn't see Nifty, though. Nifty's got to try and clutch this. Now he's got to push up because he knows Benchathon is making the plant. Is Books going to be ready? Books takes a little bit of damage. Gets caught on the repeat here. Benchathon whipping shots through the diffuser, or the bomb rather. He could go for his teammate. He goes to get him back up. Now they know he's getting him back up. Potentially tries to finish the kill. Gets the kill down. Now he's got to make the defuse, but Books is still down. Easy knife kill. Now he can finish the job and get that 3-1 here. So, it is not looking good for Enix. They are starting to pick it up a bit, but still, just barely winning the one round that they won and losing 3 rounds pretty heavily. That was definitely a lot closer than some of their previous ones, though. It was a good idea, but still didn't quite work out. Peter and Donut, still, I'm just surprised that these guys, usually heavier fraggers than this, even Books fragging above them. So we'll see if they can turn it around. Remorse had some nice kills at least. Seeing a lot better spread here from the Infamy guys. We are going to be going to console meeting room again. Back upstairs. See if they'll defend it any differently this time. There's a buck coming out again from Strata. That worked out pretty well last time. Holding that window, the connector window, I think, here. Let's see where they put these castles this time. Grab some windows as well. They're going to castle up the spiral stairs again. Book's opening up a little interesting rotate here to try and help cover the admin office. Nice idea there to help defend it. See how he's going to use the other one. Perhaps cover his flank. Mars can be ready to do some smoking from here to try and deny them coming up. They're setting up some defenses here inside the B side, which makes me think at least one of them is going to play in there. And they do have the hatch open. But they have the glass, so we'll see if Vandal can do anything with that to stop them from holding that side. See if Nifty can get all those grenade shock drone kills this time. They're pushing that B window pretty early. Looks like they might have thermite covering the yellow stairs door again, perhaps. Yeah, Bio's going to do that. It looks like Nifty is going to throw his drone up. Couldn't quite get away with it. What's up, Helby? I miss you playing with the X2. There we go. They shotgunned the heck, or blew up in the, yeah, I think it was Buck there. Yeah, shotgunned the heck out of the top of that wall. And that's going to make it hard for them to sit in there. BC also coming up from the flank here. Try and help support his guys. In the meantime, Nifty, running around, does find Castle there. Nice, easy pick. They're just trying to bait him out at this point. And he's going to drop down instead. Grenades come out. Ends up actually killing the drone there. So just trying to clear it out so they can push into that B side. Looks like they might be able to get in there pretty easily. Now let's see what the coverage is like from the rest of the sides. We're going to have, looks like Donut rotating around up the stairs here. To catch him off guard, but he's got to be careful of the skylight. In the meantime, though, Peter takes down Beastly. That's a nice kill. See if Nifty's going to rotate around to the A window, perhaps. They're still droning out this side in the B side. Donut has rotated all the way around. He's going to be looking for anyone coming in through that window, but he's got to be careful as they do have that glass. He's throwing his drone in now. He has 2 smokes left, though, to start popping his way in. As soon as those come out, though, Donut's going to have to know that it's glass time. Now, Peter does get droned down in piano room. They know he's down there, but he does kill the drone. So now Vandal is giving away his position as well with that rope. So I'm not sure if Donut sees it, but he's looking at the stairs instead, focused on yellow stairs instead of guarding the window. Smokes are coming out. He knows that a push is imminent here. Here comes Bio jumping in the window. Nice shots there, taking a bit of damage onto Bio, but not quite enough to stop the defuse being planted here. The smoke is holding off Donut. In the meantime, Nifty takes down Peter. Let's see if Donut can stop him here. There goes Strata, taken down by Remorse. He is worried about that diffuser being planted. Now going to try and smoke it out. Try and provide some kind of attack here, but that glass is just going to be used that to his advantage. Donut, though, does take down one. Pushing his way up. Just trying to get as close to the diffuser as possible. Smoke actually could work against it, but the diffuse is coming down here. There goes the glass kill. Vandal just rotating around quickly. Now the flanks are going to come out from the yellow stairs door, but none of them quite doing enough. Books does get 2, though, and that is both of them down for an easy diffuse here for Remorse. Nice flank on the board, just barely doing that. Both coming out is what mattered there. Alright, we are on to 3-2 now. It's not match point just yet, but it's still looking mostly in Infamy's favor. However, the points are starting to come back for Enix. That was a much stronger round than some of the previous ones, but they all feel like down to the wire at the end. Not quite the stomps we've seen sometimes on rounds from Infamy. Still favoring Infamy in this, but Enix have got to pick it up a bit if they want to get to map number 3 and have any kind of chance at winning this. Definitely sealing off the break room here with that castle. Nifty gonna get a late camera out there. Vano looked like he was gonna set up either an ADS or a reinforcement on that wall, decided not to at the last second. They definitely didn't reinforce all of this yet. He's going to take the risky reinforce. I don't think they're going to get around to the skylight in time to do anything about it. They are more concerned, it looks like, potentially with pushing on the admin side again. See Books doing some droning. Peter holding an angle here. Let's see if Peter can get caught off guard, but Strata rotates around to the yellow stairs instead. He's going to go down. I think he's going to work for that Visa push again. Benchathon going to be potentially the one to push in there. There's Peter pushing his way in. Now those castle walls actually working on a little bit in their favor in that they're able to sit securely in there. No one actually there to counter it. Strata stuck all the way down here. So Beastly taking quite a bit of damage. Rotates down the Visa stairs. Benchathon may just see him there. Not ready to trade a book. Actually could work an angle here through and catch Beastly off guard. Strata though, looking like he's coming strong to try and find out where he's at. Do something about it. There we go. And their shots come down. Book's not landing enough. Neither is Strata. Beastly could do something about it here potentially, but didn't take advantage of that to take shots out. Strata looking for anyone he can find out. It does know where Books is, but he's waiting for him to jump in, potentially. See, it looks like, yes, there is destructible floor there, so if Books jumps in, it's an easy C4 kill. Now they have control of the entire east side. Start opening that up. Just enough for them to be able to creep into, but someone's starting to come down now. Nifty hiding in there, waiting for his chance to get anyone coming up on a flank. Bio using at least one smoke, trying to stall them off as best he can from using that hole. Donut in position, trying to do something as well. 32 seconds left, and not any kills coming down just yet till, as I say that, Remorse takes down Beastly to rotate back down. Donut pushing in aggressively to sight, but gets caught off guard by Nifty there. Takes some shots on him. Morse, in the meantime, finishes off Strata as well. Waiting to see if he can get Vandal here. Does see the tip of his head. A nice kill there for him. Donut, in the meantime, has dropped down. As well as Peter. They're going to have to do something to get these back up. Book's one of the last men standing here on the Benchathon. Doesn't quite land those shots fast enough. Looks like Bio was a little faster on it, and the diffuser doesn't get planted. No, it does. And then Benchathon finishing the job after Remorse takes down Bio. Nice double cut there to end the round. 3-3. So let's see where we're going to go for this round. Now we're going to go back to lobby press room, which is that middle floor, the oval desk in it. 3-3 though, they are starting to make a comeback. See, Books has made 4 kills, so you do owe me that donation now. Remorse all the way back up to 10, making up for that near donut last round, or last map rather. Actually doing a bit stronger. They're opening up that hatch there. Looks like they may either rotate around through it potentially if they need to, or actually even use it to C4 up through. See if anyone's going to play downstairs. No one doing so just yet. I mean, if anyone, I would imagine it would be a Strata, but Strata is not on the defensive team, so we are seeing Books on that dock, who has done a mostly good job with that dock as best he can. Has gotten some heals, but sometimes he has to expose himself a bit much to do so. They're definitely putting up a lot of reinforcements up here. 4 people defending the top floor. Just Benchathon downstairs to try and hold piano room from the bathroom. Attacker's going to rotate up through admin. Doing a top floor take here. Donut in a nice position to try and do something about it. Doesn't get droned, so he's going to stay quiet and hope there's no drone coming back around the other way. Now this position is given away, so they do need to find him and get him out of there before they can get in. And they know that. He's in a nice, tight, tucked away corner, so imagine we could see a shotgun doing some damage trying to force him out. Bio does have his drone still up. Let's see what we can see through it. Just waiting for him to come down so they can make some kind of approach. There we go. Now they're going to call that out that he's moved positions. Grenades are going to start coming out here. Nearly get the drone as well, but Donut's not in a great place. Morse is taking quite a bit of damage in the meantime. Trying to hold off Vandal on this window, who's also taking a little bit of damage. Beastly also got downed here, and now he's in the room, stuck around the corner. Not able to be finished off, but he could bleed out if they're not able to get into him in time. Vandal waiting for someone to try and get greedy to finish the job. Remorse not the one to do it. So Beastly's just going to keep on bleeding out. We've got the Buck here trying to find someone. Does catch Donut. And that's the end of that. Now they can all push in admin office. The 3-person synchronized swing here. We'll see if Books can stop him. He is going to heal Remorse as best he can there. And that is Bestly finally down there thanks to Peter, who did finally find a nice angle on him. Now it is a 4-4 still. 59 seconds left. The clock ticking as they try and work their way in from the admin side. Bio pushed into the break room with the rest of his guys pushing in from the sides. Looks like Buck trying to find some kind of approach. Doesn't have to step in the barbed wire. Walks right up to Books. Just shoots him in the face with a tap fire DMR. But he's going to run into Remorse here. Easy kill for Remorse. That was a nice job on their part. Now it's a 3v3. Nope. As I say that, a 3v2 as Peter takes down Nifty. He's all down on Glass here, who's opening the castle wall. Looks like it does take 11 shots now. Bio, in the meantime, does catch Remorse through the flag there, whipping his way around as Thermite. But Peter's there for the trade. Now it is all on Benchathon and Peter to take down Glass here. It was looking like it definitely could happen, but he is on site without the diffuser. It is 12 seconds left. Now all they got to do is hold the diffuser. Benchathon trying to stay in position here, thinking they can come around from piano room. And that's going to give away his position. Benchathon ready for it. Really didn't need to peek that, but hey, one more kill on the board for him. Now actually match point in Enix's favor. Nice come back around from being 2-0'd at the beginning there. Now it is a 4-3. If Enix win the next round, then they are going to go to map number 3. If Infamy win the next round, we're going to go to overtime, and then it's anyone's game at that point to whoever can win 2 more rounds. They are definitely relying a bit heavily on the Glass here, and I think that is starting to cost them once Enix can stop jumping in front of his bullets. Now we're going to go upstairs yet again. We are going to see that pulse from Strata. We'll see if he's going to be playing down in the basement again, trying to catch anyone coming from there, or hard to say. Remorse doing quite a bit of work there as well. See how they set up their defense for this. We got Beastly. Gonna be setting up those castle walls again. A lot of barbed wire coming out as much as possible here to slow them down. This window getting pre-opened there, but not all the way through the Glass, interestingly. See what they end up doing with that. Maybe Beastly will reinforce it here with his castle barricades. There's the first one. There we go. He will set those up. Not going to throw a camera out just yet. No, maybe not. Now, we'll see. They've got Strata playing over here in admin, of all places, which is probably a good idea as they look like they're going to attack admin and have tended to do so. See if he's going to play it smart, though. They're going to have to get a drone in there, which they don't have currently, and find out that he's in there. Shots come down the window here. We'll see if Strata's going to go for that C4 kill we saw him do on Benchathon previously, which worked out quite nice. But you've got to get the angle just right to make that work. Drone comes out, does catch him off guard, potentially midair. Now he's forced to rotate out, not going to quite get done what he was hoping to get done. Donut's going to double check though, along with Books on Drone here, trying to figure out, is it clear? Can we swing in? Looks like it is enough, so Donut is going to make that call and swing in. Books, though, just going to double-check as he's swinging in to make sure that Strata didn't come back. Nearly sees Bio here. Looks like on the other side of the wall. Just double-checking, no one's going to come up from the other side, and there's another drone as well backing up. Donut is now in, going to be starting to push his way up. In the meantime, Benchathon pushing this Visa like we had seen him do previously, and Strata going to be playing downstairs but not in the archives. He's going to rotate up through yellow stairs now. Try and get some intel if anyone is going to be on the west side, which there is no one currently. No one pushing the yellow door stairs. Beastly actually in an interesting spot here down on the spiral, trying to catch anyone he can off guard. Bio's taking quite a bit of damage trying to fight this window on the porch here. Let's see, we don't have anyone on there. Might have been a different angle from Remorse, who's now opening up some of the wall. Give himself a nice angle, potentially into Bio. Bio's going to crouch down, though, and that'll just barely keep him alive as he's able to throw smoke up. But that smoke midair is going to give away his position. You did see that, so he's going to actually go prone. Instead, Nifty just holding an angle, waiting for someone to push from a different side. Bio trying to hold his angle as well against a lot of pressure here from Remorse through that hatch. Donut's going to see him, though, and call that out. Flashbang comes out, doesn't quite do anything, and that pre-placed smoke does its job. Donut, though, is going to be pushing his way in. Gives away his position on the other side of the wall to try and fight Strata and Nifty. He's looking to see if he can catch anyone on the repeat, but no one is doing so. Meantime, Vandal takes down Books, though, and pushes. There we go. Bio pushes in to Donut's crossfire. Vandal, checking the cameras, knows exactly where Remorse is at. Donut going to be holding his angle still. Takes down Nifty. Nearly gets shot out by Vandal, who's rotated around and gets caught out by Donut, who was exactly prepared for that. Remorse takes down Beastly and is looking very good for Enix to potentially take this to map 3. Strata's going to have to find 4. And he's already given away his position and didn't get the headshot for it. Nice job on... He takes down 2, though. Free kills for him as they got a little greedy there at the end. Thankfully, Peter was still left alive along with Benchathon to make this GG for map number 2. Enix making a comeback. 5-3. Definitely turned out better than it started. It's a good turnaround there. Remorse and Peter and Donut managed to make up for their earlier donuts there, which is nice. So we will go map number 3. Give a 2-minute bio for anyone to get refreshed. Make sure they're ready for this next map. So I will throw the music back on for just a second while we give them that bio break. And I will take one as well, and then we will be right back to play some more. All right. Here we are back to start up on Bank. This is map number 3. This is the one to decide who's going home and who is going to stay in here to fight the winner's bracket, which we will take a look at as soon as this is done. So we are on Bank, which we don't see a ton of necessarily, but has definitely been in the rotation this season. Now this is one that I think Xbox teams started playing a bit more of towards the end, so this could have been Infamy's pick here, but it is hard to say. Looks like they're going to be defending first down in Locker's CCTV. Not a big surprise there. Beastly, oddly enough, going to be the one on Pulse instead of Strata, so we'll see how he can play that. Interesting choice.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
So we'll see how they set this up. Some wire going down the stairs here, try and slow down a push from the stairwell. Reinforcing all these hatches here. We'll see if Beastly's going to try and play here or if he's just trying to shoot drones while the rest of his team sets up the defenses. He's going to be going back down. See if Strata wants to play offsite, perhaps. If anyone's going to play offsite, I would imagine it'd be him, but he's not playing on Pulse. So it is a bit of more of a dangerous roam. Looks like he may be doing it, though. Either that or he's just doing his job a bit late. So we'll see. Now the attackers again, not bringing a Glaz. Enix not seeming to favor the Glaz as much as some of the other teams, or as much as even they used to. A bit surprising. This is a very strong operator, although we saw them do fairly well once they got their act together on Consulate without a Glaz, so there is that. Donut already pushing his way in. Very aggressive. As books drones for him up here in the CEO office. Trying to work his way through as fast as possible to clear this. Although he's pushing very slowly for having someone drone in front of him. So perhaps if Books is calling it out clearly, he probably doesn't need to push as slow. But he's going to get his drone up. Books is just driving his little guy around. That camera was on, so it might have seen him before he shot it, but it depends on where they were looking. He is trying to stop anyone who could be hiding in that corner. There's a smart pre-fire. Just take control of lobby here. Now, let's see if Strata is hanging out somewhere. No, he is all the way down back on site, looks like. Although it looks like we did have Vandal holding an angle for anyone trying to push garage. So with all 5 on site, they are spending a lot of time upstairs clearing it, a minute and a half already. Haven't necessarily needed to, but hatches are starting to open here. Pressure is going to be on. Vandal hanging out fairly close to that, but not right underneath it. Strata also going to be the one to maybe take an angle up through it. He is on his cameras, though. Does see one drone there. Knows that they could come from there and does see the drop. Now he's going to call that out. And Donut's going to be in a position where he's going to have to be ready for a push on him, or at least a counter peek, as they did see him. Checking to make sure there's no one potentially in vaults here. He did check all the way, though, to know that there was someone, I think, in there. Yes, there's Beastly in there. Not sure if he saw that, and that's going to be a big problem for Remorse here, as they're going to call out its position. Thermite doing his thing as well. Now they're going to see that on the heartbeat sensor. Right there. In the meantime, though, Benchathon takes down Bio, and that's a nice start for the Thatcher here. Getting his angle down through that hatch. Thermite trying to work his way up. Donut, in the meantime, putting pressure from another side angle here. 2 attackers upstairs. Now with the smoke down, this is actually a good position for them to be in here, for the plant to come down here. Strata trying to take a peek. Remorse takes down Vandal, though. Nifty gets taken down as he tries to jump in by Donut, but Beastly does take down 2 with the C4, and that's enough to stop the diffuser from being planted. Now I'm not sure if they have any more C4s here. Nope, Strata's out of his C4, so he's just going to have to try and stop it manually. The Deagle comes out here and isn't enough to stop the plant from going down. Nope, it is not. Beastly, though, is enough to stop it. That was a close round, though, with a bit of a flurry there at the end. Donut unable to finish the job, unfortunately. It was a nice try from the Enix guys on their first attack. So that is the first defensive round going to Infamy, which means, of course, they are going to have to switch sites on their next defense, and we will probably see Tellers archives, but it's hard to say. I imagine Enix is going to be going downstairs as well, of course. They're going to bring a slightly different lineup, and the attackers, of course, bring in that glass that Vandal uses so well, but kind of leans on a bit heavily. So we'll see what their attack strat's going to be. He may still be coming from the same angle, or they may use him to pressure from a different side, perhaps from the garage or from the stairwell down towards the vault side. Hard to say.
Locate and defuse bombs.
We've got Peter on that pulse. We'll see if he plays in the gold vault there as well. It's a good position to be in, though, as you saw last round. A lot of intel you can get from there. Set up pretty typical defenses here. You got the hole there. Although I think that hole's a bit better when you set it up higher, although they could be using an angle there to crouch down and throw the smoke. No, they didn't bring a smoke. What am I saying? That's an odd choice there for the Enix guys to not bring a smoke, especially now that the attack is coming from the server side. Now, if they drone them and they know there's no smoke, it's definitely a push I would make, especially when there's a Glaz who's going to use smoke to his own benefit, and they're not going to be able to counter smoke him out. So now, of course, there's no Montaigne. Again, we have not seen much Montaigne, so perhaps the nerfs did work. Donut here, interesting position. Could go for a peek out the window, but they have the skylight to use against him, so he's going to be forced to rotate a little bit. Morse running around upstairs as well. They're really hoping to catch someone off guard on these skylights, but it's a dangerous thing to do. Donut running all the way through the main lobby up to the top floor. Easy drone kill there, but that's going to give away that there's someone upstairs. Otherwise, that drone would still be alive. Definitely aggressive roam from these two. We'll see where the attackers are going to push in here. Looks like Beastly actually holding an angle upstairs, trying to catch anyone who... it's a little late for that, but who might be running around over here. Peter, position where he's actually roaming as well. They're playing a very heavy roam strat here. Peter does catch Vandal off guard, though. That is him droning the stairs. He's looking for Peter, but does not find him. That's actually good for Peter here. Bio trying to push in as well. They've taken control of the server room without much fight because of the lack of a smoke and because of a lot of the defenders being upstairs. It's actually been a pretty easy take. It's all on Benjathon and Remorse to hold this back, along with Books all the way on the far side here. Playing a bit of a long angle. Let's see what Remorse is trying to do here with this peak. Yeah, interesting use of that window. Giving a lot of intel. Let's see, one charge there that for whatever reason didn't detonate. Sees that drone, but he doesn't want to kill it just yet. He's waiting to make sure it's active before he does. Now he's going to get droned up for sure. 3 drones, though. Not a lot of kills coming on him. Now Vandal is going to try and find him in the room here. Smokes are going to come out from him. No, they have already. Plant is going to come down. Bio trying to get that down. Remorse tries to do something about it, but gets taken down by Vandal. Peter's going to come around, try and get a good flank on them here. Knows Nifty's watching the stairwell. Or at least knows he's there. Doesn't know he's just watching it. And the pre-fire doesn't quite work. Nifty gets an easy kill. It's all down to Benjathon and Books. As Benjathon gets down, Books is going to have to try and do something about it. Could pick him up, but he's a little more concerned with stopping the plant right now. Benjathon needs to rotate to a better position. He's going to crawl his way towards the vault. Potentially get picked back up here. But they're going to push him pretty heavily. Shots come down. Now Benjathon is back up. Fuser has been planted, though, and there's very little time left on it. They're going to have to get these kills pretty quick if they want to actually salvage it into something. Books and Benjathon, though, get taken down by Bio and Strata. That is the second round on the board for Infamy. Nice 2-0 lead. Doing quite well to potentially close this out for their map. Now, either way, one of these teams is going to win this map, and we are going to take it. And they're going to take the day and work their way up to fight the winner's bracket, whereas the loser of this is out. I believe they're out of Challenger League. I'm not sure. Or at least they might have to go to relegations. Not sure where they're positioned. It's very confusing. But I think they just may be stuck in automatically in Challenger League for next season. So Donut, Remorse, and Benjathon, the only ones getting kills. Peter and Books not getting a whole lot going on just yet. But it is only round number 3. We are going to, of course, go to Teller's office archives, like I mentioned earlier, because they won the downstairs. Strata back on his pulse instead of Beastly. batteries go up from Nifty, he's going to try and charge at least these 2 walls. Which of course doesn't give him enough for this wall, but I imagine he'll put some over there as well. Let's see where he puts those other ones. Let's set up his barbed wire first. He does get a lot of utility, which is nice. Just thought with the LOL about something. Guess we missed all the hilarity there from Strata. They're castling up a bit of the upstairs there, trying to defend this upstairs meeting room, CEO office. You have the rotate hole there as well. Nifty gonna play in that closet with the ability to rotate around, and then Beastly in the conference room with the castle barricades on both sides. Looks like Pulse is actually gonna be playing in the elevators of all places. They're definitely playing very aggressively upstairs, just leaving the 2 men on site, which is typical when you need to hold the upstairs. Remorse opening up a lot of windows, trying to find an angle out here. Nifty could find him first, though. Let's see. Nope. He's going to be forced to rotate around a little bit. Now he's still forced back. Remorse is going to push aggressively towards him if he can, but they need to drone it a little bit first so he's not just face-checking everything. So he's going to do exactly that. Unfortunately, they get stuck on the window a little bit. He knows that someone's in there. He sees the feet. See if he can get a nice angle here onto him. There we go. Some nice feet shots. If he could just wait for the right moment. Nifty not giving him those. He's actually going around for the peek, and Peter gets the kill, but Strata doesn't take down Donut in the meantime. That's a nice kill for him, who has rotated all the way around. They've got him through the window. Beastly trying to rotate back to his teammate as well, who is C4'd up, but doesn't quite get a kill for it. They're trying to stop anyone from pushing them back. Beastly rotates back to site here. Vandal watching through the cameras. Bio holding site. Peter trying to use the holes that they made to make sure to clear this out. It is unfortunate they lost Donut, though. Benchathon doing some droning for his team, and Book's doing some droning as well. So you guys seem to be the droners. Remorse even droning. They really want to make sure this top 4 is clear before they make the rest of that push. Strata's actually holding an interesting position all the way over here by the ATM machines, trying to make sure that no one's going to catch him off guard for some kind of late rotate back. No one in position for him to punish just yet, though. But he is hoping that they push around to push into this lobby, and that's where he's going to catch him now. Remorse, though, smarter than the average bear, sees Strata, gets off the drone and not give it away, but he's caught on that camera. Now, the question is Strata going to be able to use this position, or is Remorse going to catch him off guard? He's got an angle up, hoping to catch someone upstairs on that railing. Remorse is going to be here to do something about it, though. He starts putting... Now, that's unfortunate, because he's going to give away that he knows he's there now. Strata's going to be there to try and do something about it, but nope, he's just going to hang out. Remorse, I guess, just teased him back now so he can open up the wall. Gotta be careful with that last of the disc. For some reason, only fired out 5, it looked like. Now, Strata's going to be trying to look for a good position now. Remorse is ready for the peek. Strata is not peeking just yet. No, he's peeking through a crack instead. Now, this is Remorse's chance. Looks away just the right moment as Strata comes around. Now, Beastly takes down Books. Remorse is off of it. Strata, Beastly, though, takes down Remorse, and Bio takes down Benchathon. It's all down to Peter, who is taken down by Beastly. And that is now 3-0 for Infamy against Enix. Looking very good for them to take home the win for the day. Poor Enix just not keeping up here. We saw them doing a little bit of this on Consulate, but they managed to come back a little bit more. And it's not really looking great for them, as they almost have 1 kill apiece. 1 kill apiece. Book's not even having one. Poor guy. As opposed to Vandal here with his breadstick. Not even assists, guys. It's unfortunate. So, Enix are really going to have to pick it up heavy here, because next point against them is going to be match point here. And we're going to go back downstairs. They're bringing a Capitao this time, which is an interesting change-up. See how that works in terms of potentially using it for smoke. But they're not bringing a glass, so that's like Vandal's first time, I think, not bringing a glass on attack, probably. So, they did bring a smoke this time, though. Remorse playing that smoke for defending down here. So they probably realized the roam strat just didn't work out for them, leaving the server for them to just easily take. There we go, getting those hatches as they need to. We'll see if any of them play upstairs at all. They are still setting it up, though, so it's hard to say. Interesting choice there. Peter reinforcing that hatch to stop them from being able to drop down into here. Not sure how that really works out in his favor unless he's going to be playing open office, which I'm guessing now he is. So that's why he did it, so they could drop down, get an angle down on him from there, so he could try to hold this a little more securely. It's a dangerous place to hold by yourself, but at least he's pulsed to try and get some intel on whether or not they're coming to push him. So we'll see if he can do so. And we'll see what Strata's going to do. He's just going to push right into that lobby, hang out by his ATM machines he was at last time. They've definitely taken a lot of this tellers area first. It looks like they don't want to push open office. They really want to push tellers. I think we're going to see it. Oh, we're going to see a vault drop. And here we go. The multi-man vault drop here. Shots come down from Strata, taking down Benchathon. Bio gets down, though. There's Remorse getting finished off. Beastly finishes off Books. As Nifty finishes off Peter, it is all down to Donut to do something here, and he's far away. He's going to come around from behind, though. Now, killing Bio is going to give away his position, so he thinks about it twice, but it does give Nifty a nice angle to fire at him, and him thinking about it doesn't actually help. And that is round number 4, 4-0 so far here for Infamy, only losing Bio, and just barely there. The 5-man vault drop actually worked, and that explains why they were not playing Glaz that time. So nicely done on their part. That is match point here. Now, unfortunately for Enix, they needed to win 4 rounds in a row to stay in this, to even stay in Challenger League. So this is, or to stay in Challenger League at least for this season. So it is looking like this is probably the end of Enix, unless they can make a serious comeback. At least the end of Enix for this season, to be clear. That doesn't mean they're done, though. Although, who knows? Vandal still with his breadstick, but you know what? That 5-man drop worked just fine. Beastly getting a lot of kills along with Strata. Definitely worked out for them. Even Nifty picking up a kill or two, I think, that round. Shotgunning out the hatch there to make sure. See, this is the opposite of what the other team did. Just going to actually open up the hatch upstairs. Does suggest to me that there may be one playing upstairs, giving himself an escape route. Donut leaving his drone over here makes me think he wants to take this square lobby first. And usually is the first one to poke his head in. Now they do have a smoke and an echo, so we could see the echo drone put up in a good spot. Let's see if he's set that up yet. No, he's not set up his yokai drone. So maybe we'll see him set that up in a second once he finishes his barbed wire and everything else. There's his little room out. His little laptop cooler. And he's going to get set up somewhere near the bomb right there, in case smoke gets taken down. Nope, change of positions. The size is a little bit better over here. A little more visibility, and a little more away from any kind of explosion that might take out that barbed wire and kill his drone. Looks like we've got Vandal playing aggressively here in the garage again. No one pushing down that way, though. Looks like they want to push the other sides. So that is going to be, I wouldn't say a waste of time, as he can easily rotate back to site, but it's definitely not going to gain him anything other than intel and knowing that no one's pushing that side. There's Peter actually pushed in fairly aggressively. Sees the hatches open. May have opened that, not sure, but that's a little bit of a freebie down into that room. Good to find anyone who is playing in the open area, but no one is. Should be easy. Donut, though, going to be the one to actually face check that. Pushes his way in. Now the nice angle there from above. Going to shoot his way down, open that hatch out without even going to open area. I like that idea. Now you don't have to use thermite, although speaking of thermite, he is doing some droning to see when he can make his push down onto the server stairs, so they could come down there to below that. He could actually come down through the sewers once he knows it's safe, but it looks like he wants to come from the top instead, towards the square lobby for the stairs. In the meantime, Donut's already made that push, trying to push in aggressively now that Books is droning. He's going to drone as well to try and see who might be in the red hallway. Sets up his drone right on the desk to give himself a nice angle, and now he's got his teammate here. He's going to start clearing some of that barbed wire. He's going to be able to do that a little more safely. Now Beastly, though, standing right in the vault behind them right there, knows exactly where they're at. And they're going to be ready for the counter with it. Now the smoke is just chilling. He's got 3 smokes left. He's waiting for his opportunity to try and catch them a bit more off guard. The barbed wire being down, though, means they might not get that much of a chance. He's going to have to wait for the plant to start to do so. Saw Donut just waiting for someone to come around here. Now, is anyone coming around for the flank? Does not look like it, but Peter smartly covering that just to make sure. Could be rotating off of it. Obviously seeing where they're at. Gonna call that out. In the meantime, let's see if Smoke has done his job. Used 1 smoke so far. Now the defuse is coming down, but it gets pushed back there. Smokes come out. Now Beastly was probably calling that out. See, you see him catching them. Let's take a look at that. You see him seeing that, calling out for Smoke to do his thing, and that's going to push him back. The Yokai Drone as well doing its thing. Vandal taking a bit of damage. Yokai Drone in a nice position here. Potentially could work through that smoke, I'm not sure. And now the flank coming around here could catch that Echo off guard. You see Remorse drop. Peter in the meantime gets one with a grenade though, and the red hallway push there from Remorse and Peter together, massacring them. But he does get finally traded by Strata. Now there is 2 defenders left. Now the diffuser finally can get planted and does so. Not much. It doesn't do you a whole lot to have that pulse heartbeat sensor when you got no one to back it up. Peter giving away his position that he's in the V side, but making that kill there is all down to Beastly on low health. And now Peter takes down another kill. That was at least 4 kills for Peter that round. Yeah, I think that was probably a 4K for him. Nicely done coming back a little bit. Now they've still got to win 3 more rounds to stay in this. I don't necessarily think that's likely, but that is going to give them at least a little bit of momentum to try and make a comeback here. And they're going to have to adjust their defenses because they just have not been working. So, of course, they can play downstairs again if they want to. I'm not sure why they would want to play anywhere else, as it's clearly inferior most of the time. But they do have the opportunity to. Books still needs to pick up more than an assist here. And they are going to be going to open area of all places. So they obviously have an ace up their sleeves potentially if they can pull it off. And that could give them one more win. But they're still going to have to win another offensive and defensive round to stay in this into overtime. So even if this works, still going to need to play a different area and adjust. Although I guess, no, never mind. I say if they go to overtime it switches, but they still need to play another defensive side before they can get to overtime. So it doesn't matter. They're definitely setting up very strong here. Peter going to bring that castle. Books on the dock, as we've seen him do many times. Donut going to be on that Jaeger, and Vandal back on his Glaz there. He's going to be doing some drone. He does get caught off though. Bio managed to sneak his drone in. Does it stay alive? Yep. It gets killed by Books. He does see it. See there, not sure. No, he says, I want it over there. You see him looking, telling him, I want it on this wall. This wall! Not sure where he's setting it up, actually. No? Okay, well, maybe they're not going to. Set up on a different wall instead. He's going to shotgun out a crawl hole. See Vandal over here working the long angle through the windows, seeing if he can find anyone working the lobby, but no one is at the moment. However, he could catch Peter off guard potentially, who is upstairs. He's going to castle himself in there, try and help secure this top floor. Probably castle this side as well, like the double rotate holes there. And then, did he castle that? Not sure if he did, but he definitely got caught there. He's going to be a little bit deaf as well. Waiting for someone to try and push on him. Strata playing a different role than sometimes we see him doing. Going to be going for a push here with that SMG. Now he's going to be having to do some close range engagements potentially. Donut also upstairs, hanging out in the CEO office. Peter coming around to try and clear out anyone. Could get caught up by that Glaz if he's still over there. Glaz instead on a different window now, trying to help push that top floor. Nice angle there. Donut is hanging out right there as Peter takes down one. That was that castle that rotated around. Donut's also waiting for his chance to catch someone. Vandal, though, gets the trade back onto Peter. He did get those through the window. You got to be careful about that. No one with a C4 to try and get him out that window, though, unfortunately for them. Could go for a crazy jump out, but Bio's going to get pushed back a little bit there by that smoke. Shot starting to come down. Sounds like from maybe Strata. Trying to find an angle down this hallway. Nifty going to come in as well here. Shots come down from Donut as he catches Bio. Smoke not going to hold him off much longer here, but he doesn't have to worry about castle barricades. Takes a bit of damage there from the Glaz as he rotates back around, trying to find a better angle. There we go. There's the shots on the Vandal. Took him quite a few shots, though. Fortunately for him, because the recoil is a bit hard to control, but the dropping actually helped. Fortunately for him, he does get downed in the process. And there is the trade-off. Strata getting him down, but it is down to 2 attackers here. It's actually looking like Enix could make this comeback. Nifty pretty low on health. Strata starting to try and open up stuff for Nifty to use. He's going to work his way upstairs. Remorse trying to come around for the pick. Gets him. The pre-fire doesn't work, and that is Strata taking down Benchathon. Strata's going to have to take down more. He does take down Books to start with. Remorse takes down Nifty, but there's not enough time for them to plant, and that is another round on the board, actually making this 4-2. Now, a 4-round comeback is certainly not unheard of, especially with teams like Continue making 6 rounds, but it is definitely going to be hard for them to do. We are going to see that Echo downstairs again. It's Peter with a lot of good kills.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
So we are, of course, back down to the basement. So we'll see where they set this up. I mean, they have the smoke and the echo, so it should be good defense. Donut leaving his drone there on the server stairs. Gonna find anyone, or not the server stairs, but rather the sewers. Find anyone who might try and push into there. It's unlikely, but it'll give him the ability to drone into the room very quickly as well. Looks like he could be going for a quick push in through the sewers here. Already aggressively making his way in. Wants to take control of this server faster than they expect, potentially. But again, they're not bringing a glass or anything crazy like that. It looks like he just wanted to double check. He's not actually going to push it. He's going to rappel up to take the top floor instead. Does get into the CEO office at least. Remorse going to be waiting to push his way in through the stock room. Taking control of this top floor pretty fast, but they still need to take control of the middle floor, which they have not done so yet. Looks like Peter going to be sledging his way in through the loan office. Double checking that it is clear inside the lobby. Now, Vandal is spotted in the garage, so that has not worked out for him so far, especially now being spotted like that. So they had a nice position for that drone. Worked out quite well. Peter pushing his way in through there. Has a little bit of an angle down there as well. Doesn't see anyone inside the elevator. Does see Vandal, though, hanging out over there. Vandal hears the drone now, though. Peter gives away that drone's position. However, Vandal has a hard time hitting it, just barely catches it before it gets out of view. Now he knows he's droned out, so he's going to have to move away from there. Remorse opening up the hatches onto the vault here, potentially. Tries to find anyone he can in the red hallway. That smoke is a bit farther back. He's ready to potentially drop down there if he needs to, but he has the other hatch open as well. Donut is trying to aggressively push his way into the server room as Books starts opening the wall. Now the smoke is going to be able to come out there, and we'll see if the Pulse, yep, in his usual position here. And then his Beastling on the Pulse again. Going to be calling out when that plant is coming down, and that is the big problem here is when that is called out, it is easy for the smoke to do his thing. It's like Strata waiting to try and trade off anyone he needs to here. The nice angle into the room, but that's only if someone drops. Vandal trying to hold this back here. He knows someone's going to push that stairwell, so he's rotating around to give himself a better angle. Sees that. That is Peter pushing his way down now. Vandal is ready for it. Strata as well, actually, could potentially, but Strata's going to give away his position a little bit, jumping into that B window. Remorse looking for his opportunity. Going to flashbang into there. Gets himself a little bit. Stops himself from dropping. In the meantime, though, Peter does catch one. He managed to catch Vandal, but Bio trades it back. Now Bio's going to be able to rotate up as that flank is not covered. Strata, in the meantime, catches Benchathon, but gets traded off by Remorse. It's pushed aggressively up. It is a 3-3. The plant is coming down now. Smokes go out. Stop the plant one more time. And that is the last smoke thrown, but not detonated just yet. However, the one smoke does kill Books. Remorse takes down 2 more, though, and they could just win off of kills here. It is all on Bio, who is playing upstairs. They don't see him there. He's waiting for the chance to kill the planter. Does kill Donut. Now he's going to rotate around. Remorse is going to have to try and make this plant work. Can't get to the diffuser in time. Defenders win, and that is GG. Map number 3. That means Infamy. Going to be taking on the winner's bracket as Enix are going to be going home for the season. I don't think they expected him to be up in the hatch like that. Feels good for them. So, as unfortunate circumstances for Enix, but thankfully they managed to at least play out the rest of the season here, getting as close as they could. So it is looking like Infamy have a chance now to try and work their way to Pro League, I think. Not sure how it works in terms of that. They may just be working their way to relegations. We will take a quick look at the brackets here and how those are set up so you can get some idea where they might end up. Let's see if this is the right one. Nope. There we go. So, this is Group A. This is what we are watching right now, which is Infamy versus Enix. So, I mean, I'll refresh it, but I don't think it'll do any good. Now, Roger Dodger, formerly Lion Guard, formerly Infrared, apparently having org problems, getting and sticking with an org. So they are currently in the winners bracket here at the top team for the moment. So they are the contenders. They did quite well against Infamy, in fact. Let's see. So their previous match against Infamy went pretty strongly, 2-1, though. So the Infamy didn't give it up with a 2-0. But I believe how this works now, if I understand correctly, is Infamy will be fighting their way up here. And that might be next week. And then on the other side, on the B bracket, the Group B, Vision versus Evolution, which did not happen today. Still kind of waiting to see what's going to happen with that match. Hopefully find out soon. And whoever wins that will be fighting Lunatic. So that should be a good match as well. So far, Lunatic, though, a very strong team. I imagine it will be a tough fight. So I'm definitely favoring Lunatic and maybe the Roger Dodger guys if they can keep their stuff together despite the issues with their orgs. And then I believe the winners of that will be fighting the losers of the other side, depending on how they do this. It's a little confusing. No, maybe they already did that with, yeah, I don't know. I'll be honest, I still don't get this bracket system. It's very, very confusing. But anyways, that is it for today. That is it for Enix versus Infamy. Was a good match. Well fought. But sadly, at the end of the day, for Enix, Infamy take it home. Congratulations to them. Making some great progress here. And we will, with that, peace out. Let you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. And I will hopefully see you guys Sunday, I think, potentially for the Pro League Brazil. So make sure to follow me here on Twitch and on Twitter so you know when that's happening, assuming that is still happening, which is always a little up in the air in terms of making sure that I can still do that, but I think it probably will be. So catch that then, and I will see you guys then. And then, of course, the Thursday after as well for next Challenger League. And if any other rescheduled matches or anything come up, I will mention it on Twitter. And you will see me come live on Twitch. So I will catch you all later. Thanks for tuning in, especially this late. It's definitely a long series of matches there. And enjoy the rest of your weekend as well. See ya.